Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Geeks Forever podcast. That's right, we're not dorks six always, weaves seven, eternal. We are Geeks five ever. I'm your host, the one, the only, the most chaotic panelist in all of Texas, and the most chaotic podcast host that will be live at the convention in Houston. And joining me always is the man with the plan. He runs the skinny. He's the Texas Gaming Hedgehog, and he will spin dash his way into your favorite anime in the future. And he's also doing other stuff, I guess. Keep.
Yeah.
I kind of lost my thought. I kind of lost myself with the intro there.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Hi, everybody. It's Monday. You know what that means.
That's right. More bullshit. Oh, damn it. That's two. That's two. I forgot. We got to stop cussing. Great. Yeah, this is something. This is gonna be a thing now, guys.
Account.
Yeah, it's like every time I cuss, I got to keep track. All right. Do we have a skinny? Do we have anything? What's going on?
So people were kind of asking me all weekend ever since Saturday. So a little update on the Sonic Speed Cafe that was going on here in Katy, Texas. It opened on Saturday. I guess I could talk a little bit about it because there's a couple people who don't follow me like on the socials, which you should. I did some details about it. I was there at 8:30. I was there like around 8:30 in the morning in line, and there was a couple of people in line because the thing was, the first 25 customers get like some special thing, right? So I was there. I ended up being number 17 and 18, along with my
what'd you get?
one. So they let us choose, and some of the prizes were like shit you could probably find like at excuse my language. There were probably stuff you probably would find like at like Burlington or like fucking Ross for like $7-8 or something like that. But I did get the special like they had these like these two pens, like office pens, like those executive pens of like Sonic and Shadow. So they actually look kind of cool. So anyway, so going in there, it was actually pretty cool. That don't worry, I'll talk about that too. Walked in, the food was actually not bad. I got like a basket of like chicken tenders and fries. It actually came out pretty good. They had a lot of merch. They had like exclusive like shirts, they had hats, they had different stuff, yada yada. And when I got out of it, I saw how long the line was. I underestimated how long of a line the thing was. It was like stretching from like, because this was in a shopping center, and this was from the front of the store, front of the cafe, all the way up to like the end of it, which is like almost like towards the highway. It's kind of wild to see that. I was like, wow, dude, this is pretty long. So just want to give everybody clarity, because a lot of people were asking me this weekend. They were asking me questions about it. This weekend was not the only weekend. It's opening every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. until August 4th. So that's
our birthday.
So, yeah, I know. It's our birthday, spending it over there, huh? It's at 348 Mason Road in Katy, Texas. So in case you're wondering, Google's alternate, if you want to Google Maps, look up maps. It used to be a place called Craft Burger. So there you go. Just make it easier for you. Because a lot of people are like, oh, why isn't this on Google Maps? Why isn't it on this? I'm like, it's temporary. They're not going to put it on Google Maps if it's only going to be there for a few months.
I mean,
so anyway, yeah.
It takes Google a minute. Let them wake up and shake off the drool, and then get it on the list.
Yeah, or just type it yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I mean, as far as the price goes, I was wondering if you had gotten it or not. And I was gonna wait until the show to ask you if you did, because I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, damn! Did I cuss? Does that count?
Yeah, whatever. So this is actually how they came. So this is the one I chose, and actually look pretty neat. Actually, I could use something for my office. It's got Sonic and Shadow.
I would keep it in the box.
Yeah, or keep it in the box. Don't know. And then
turn around and sell it in a year for like $50.
but I did get the shirt that you were able to purchase. I got it in blue, so this is what the shirt looks like in the front. It says Sonic's. Oh, there you go. Sonic Speed Cafe in the try my hard to do. It's hard to do this with like there you go. Sonic Speed Cafe in the front. And it has this giant ass shows that. It says Houston on it. It's pretty sweet. Summer 2024. So pretty sweet. Luckily, it's in different designs. They had different characters too. It had a Sonic. It had a Shadow. It has Knuckles. And speaking of, they did have a Sonic mascot walking around during that day on Saturday as well. So it was actually pretty funny watching it. And people ask, is it an official like collab? Yes, it's an official one from Sega. Sega did work with these, and these are the same people who created the Trill Burgers that's in over there near Montrose or downtown. That Trill Burger shop. So yeah, it's a pretty cool time. You know, anybody out there who wants to go, like, oh, you know, they could just walk in and all that. No reservations, no need for any of that. You can just walk in and out. That's it.
Seems like a fast food kind of setup.
Yeah, it's like a cat. It's basically a cafe. They have like hot chili dogs, chicken. They have slushes. They have fries, onion rings, all that kind of stuff.
It's
And
just
they
like
have
how the chicken stands out, like chicken. You got chicken.
I got chicken, and they have these like cool little trays. What I do like about them, that these neat little trays. See, they gotta go. Cool. I like that. So yeah, so it's an empty one. So
yeah, they kind of went all out.
Yeah, they did. They went all out on it. They had like murals. They had like stuff, and it's like it's kind of sucks. It's only temporary because this is based off the one from California. The California one's bigger, but unfortunately, that one's gonna shut down in a few weeks. So Houston became the stop. So yes.
A few weeks, dude. It shuts down in August. That's the entire.
No. I'm talking about the one in California.
Oh,
yeah, that one's been going on for like 2 years now. So yeah, that one's shutting down in May.
Another person from Cali traveling to Texas. Sonic has joined that list.
Mm-hmm. Sure has.
And, I didn't get to check it out though. Like I was gonna ask you real quick. I'm gonna let you finish, but just real quick, price range. How was it?
I'll be honest. It's kind of funny because the food is like pretty. I don't know. It's a little bit like it's kind of questionable per se. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. It's funny because like I saw the prices. I'm like, dude, I could just go to like CC's Pizza walking distance and I could get like more for the amount I would get. And like, yeah, I mean, the price can turn people off or on, but it's just like going in there is kind of cool, like to experience just walking around, taking a look at it. Like for me, like the food's actually not bad. It was decent. My issue is with the food is I wish the chicken tender sauce came with different sauce options. I wish it didn't just come with cane sauce. Basically, that's what it was.
Oh wow!
Kind of wish it came with like barbecue sauce or like sweet sour.
Watch, you go to like the kitchen, you go to the back, and there's like a bunch of like Sonic, not like the hedgehog, but I'm talking about the restaurant.
Yeah,
bunch of like packaging and shit. Can't. You know what? We're at 5. We're at 7 at this point. There's like a bunch of Sonic packaging because they repackage all the Sonic food. Like it's Sonic for Sonic.
And Sonic for Sonic. I don't know why they have 2 movies and they never done anything the Sonic restaurant with the movies. I'm like, y'all better change it this year.
Yeah, especially the movie is this year, huh?
Yeah, in December.
I just saw the first episode of Knuckles for free.
Yeah, what'd you think of it so far?
I'm one of those people. I got to see more before I get.
You got to see more of it. Yeah, I saw the whole thing, and I will say I'll give my thoughts on it quickly. It's not the greatest thing of the fucking planet, nor it's the worst thing ever. 8. It's actually like in between. It's actually not bad. Yeah. But yeah, it was actually not bad. You know, if you get a chance to watch Knuckles.
I was watching because they have the first, so you can watch the first episode of Knuckles for free on Amazon if you have Amazon Prime. They don't have the full series. You got to have the paid subscription. But I
It's like
saw
6 episodes, so it's quick.
Oh, I'm not gonna. Man, I hate that. Like, I really do hate that. But it's fine. I've seen Fallout, the live action series, like 3 times already.
What you thought of it?
Oh, dude, the fact that I've seen it 3 times should speak volumes.
Yeah, because like I saw a lot of people like who weren't into Fallout. As soon as they watched it, they got like they wanted to play like the other Fallout games. But some people started playing with 4, and I'm like, you should start playing with like New Vegas or 3.
We actually, so we have submitted our panels for San Japan this year. So get this, guys. So I don't know if I should say anything, but we submitted for press for San Japan, and within an hour we got a response from them back, and they denied our stuff so fast. I thought I might have made them upset,
Wah,
but
wah.
then we read their like strict, like they have some
Their
pretty
guidelines,
strict,
yeah.
yeah, their guidelines. And like I said, as strict as they are, I guess I didn't read it, and it's just automated. So it was definitely
Sad.
it was funny. It was kind of sad and funny at the same time. Uh
Mm.
did I submit it for this? Because so I was watching Fallout, and then I was talking with the others, and we were like, okay, let's do a Fallout panel.
Yeah.
So we decided we have 3 panels in mind, and we also have a new panel that we're introducing. Believe it or not, we're actually introducing a brand new panel where it's going to involve me having a slideshow, like a PowerPoint. The new one, because I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah.
But the new panel that we're introducing is called "Who are the worst main characters in all of anime?" In all of
Awful
anime.
anime characters.
All right, so who do you believe is the worst main character in all of anime? Deku, Naruto, Burrito, not Naruto,
Boruto.
Naruto's son.
Yeah, Naruto's dad. Naruto's son.
Join us as we dive deep into the worst of the worst. So that's going to be an interesting one. So who do you think, and just right off the back, Sonic, who do you think is the worst main character, worst protagonist of all time?
Worst protagonist? Man. What? He's sad because I'm going to give an answer. He's all sad. What are you crying for? You don't like
dog?
You don't like the answer. You don't like the answer I'm going to give. How do you know my answer, dog? You don't know. Anyway, damn, that's tough. I don't know. I can't really give an answer right now. I don't know. As soon as you brought up Deku, I instantly thought of some controversy that was going on this past weekend.
I guess we can address some comments.
Yeah.
This one, the first one I'm going to address.
Is it the Helldivers one?
Yeah, I'm going to address this one a little later.
Yeah.
Caden says, "What's up?" And Yami, hello.
And then Flip the Mattresses application denied, sponsored by OpenAI. You know, it's funny that a lot of people have said that. Yeah, sometimes some of these like places who like rejection letters or something like that, they're usually open. They are AI traced. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of explains a lot.
Oh, and I found the other panel. It's called because I didn't know which one we signed up for. The lore of Fallout vaults. Join us as we discuss the entire history of the vaults of the wasteland in the Fallout universe. Everything from Vault 01 to the new Vaults 31, 32, and 33. Spoiler warning. Those new vaults are from the show. They're not from the games. But the show is great. So like there was the reason why what inspired the panel, because there's a video and the guy's like, "Who's the worst main character of all time?" Everybody's like, "Deku, Deku, Deku."
Yeah,
Deku.
they all say Deku.
They all say Deku. I was like, why? And then one person's like, well, because he cries throughout the entire show, like he doesn't stop crying. And I was thinking about like, no.
There are a lot of other characters who cry.
There's way more characters that cry way more than Deku, like 5 times, 10 times more than Deku. Deku has like 20, 30 episodes of crying. If you've never seen Ice Shield 21, that's 130 episodes of the main character being a little punk, just crying.
Yeah, there's a little preview of the panel.
I am gonna go off if that panel gets approved. I'm gonna go off because Setsuna sucks. I've managed so far. Like, oh wow, it's already been 10 minutes. I haven't cussed once. So I feel like I'm gonna explode. I have an
Yeah,
aneurysm.
gotta jinx it just for that.
Yeah. So yeah, main character. Who are the worst main characters of all time? And we're gonna do. Actually, we're thinking about doing 3 Fallout panels: the lores of the vaults, the Fallout universe explored,
Yeah.
and we're thinking about doing. You ever read one of those books? Is like read your own adventure, where you kind of just like, okay, you make a decision. You made this decision. Flip to page 24.
So
Or you made
basically, you're
this
gonna do that
decision.
a
Yeah.
live interactive panel.
Right. So it's going to be like a D&D session panel where we pick like a set number of people and we put them through different scenarios of Fallout.
Yeah.
All right. You are in Vault 97. You hear what is the screeching of ghouls. What do? Do you A, push forward? Do you B, turn around and leave? Or, C, eat all the cheese. Eat all the cheese. If you know, you know.
Or eat the candy bar.
There you go. So we're thinking of that last one though. It's going to be a little complicated because we actually have to write out the scenario.
Yeah. Mm.
But we were thinking like, why not a Fallout D&D session?
See, that'd work. It's just right. It just writes itself, especially that big of a lore like Fallout. You know what I mean? And especially capitalize on what's with the show, and then like a lot of people, and then like they recently added a new update for Fallout 4 to optimize for the PS5 and the Series X.
Which, by the way, broke all the mods. The mods are broken, and they're gonna be broken for a while.
Yeah, until they fix it.
Because they did that for Skyrim, but they gave the mod developers like a heads up. Like they gave them like some kind of kit or something.
Mhm.
So 8 days later, the mods were back up. This one came out of the nowhere. So mods for Fallout 4 right now are currently broken, just so you know. And during the Fallout panels, one of the things we are going to discuss is why is there no Fallout 3 or New Vegas on the Nintendo Switch? And there's actually a really dumb reason as to why that is the case. Money. Skyrim sold 30 million copies. Fallout averages around 10 each. So legitimately the studio couldn't be bothered.
You would think now with the show they probably would just do it, and
That's why they just did 4. I think it's time that they remake Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. So for those of you that don't know, so Fallout, if you don't watch the show, go ahead and watch it. Watch it. It's great. I love it. Plus Fallout, if you don't know anything about the lore, here's a spoiler. And this isn't really a big spoiler. It's just kind of like a mediocre, minimal spoiler. Fallout is essentially what happens if capitalism goes unchecked. And I'm not going to say what political party that would be their wet dream, like if that happened. And so, like, that's kind of like what's going on now, which is scary because
scary to think about.
It is, because like Fallout is essentially what's kind of going on now. But at the same time, like there are 2 things that are happening. We're either going to run into Fallout or we're going to run into like a purge scenario. And I can see both happening. And I looked at my dog and he barks at everything, including like I told him, I literally stared at my dog and like, there's a zombie apocalypse. Your ass is going to bark and give away my location and I'm going to get eaten first.
Maybe snitching.
Yeah, my dog's a snitch. So I think it's interesting to Fallout's great. I could talk about Fallout
All day.
yeah, all day. But the
Yeah.
reason why we want to do a Fallout panel though, because a it's so explore like there's so much lore that you can make for it because officially in the canon we've only explored very niche part of Pittsburgh, which is called the Pit. Uh,
Pittsburgh makes sense.
the the capital wasteland, which is Washington D.C. Uh, I guess Philadelphia, most just
Basically
parts of
New England.
California. Well, those are the only three for New England. It's like Fallout's 1, 2 happen in California. Vegas obviously happens in Nevada and parts of California. Tactics, I don't know where that one takes place. Brotherhood of Steel, which is non-canon, the only one that's non-canon happens in Texas, and they don't even say where. It's just some cowboy bullshit part of Texas, which could be anywhere. Uh, so like it's very, very like uh, fuck. Nine, nine. Uh,
Um,
the thing is, like, it's got so much room for like to explore lore and make up lore, and honestly, even Infographics Show, which is a great YouTube channel that I follow, they did a video on would you survive the wasteland, and apparently, no, we would not. Apparently, the roaches can like have the bite force, like can you imagine running into a roach the size of your dog with the bite force of a crocodile?
yeah, we're doomed.
Yeah, we are messed up.
Yeah, we're
But
doomed.
Fallout, yes, Fallout
Yeah.
for me.
So
Uh,
speaking of games, oh yeah, we're gonna bring that up later anyway. So yeah, so we're gonna discuss uh the whole Helldivers thing that Sony got blowback to the point where they had to reverse a decision, which
that's right. For those of you not living, for those of you living under a rock, Helldivers came out on the PlayStation 5 and PC gaming consoles exclusively. It is it is a non-subscription online based
shooter.
multiplayer game shooter. It's a
Mhm.
third person shooter. It is multiplayer. The game is very unforgiving if you don't have friends, by the way. If you are
Yeah,
lonely and you don't talk to anybody, that game will slap you worse than Homeboy's going to get slapped by Mike Tyson. If you know, you know. uh so what did they I
So
don't
what happened was they said if you were gonna play it on PC, they were gonna do this thing where you would be required to have a PlayStation network account, which kind of makes no sense. So basically, let me get this right. If I'm playing this on Steam or on PC, I have to use a PlayStation network account to play it, which kind of didn't make any sense, right? And it kind of blew back on them to the point where they were getting negative reviews. There was actually people who were seeking refunds for this game, and normally Steam would have this policy. I believe it's like after 2 hours you can't like get a refund or anything like that. They were like, no, if you want a refund, you can get a refund, and it blew back so bad that I think it was today or late last night, that Sony came out to saying, okay, we heard you guys. You no longer required to create an account and link it to play Helldivers. So you know what I mean. So basically, what's really important about this thing, a little lesson, is that your voice does matter in some case like this. It's always good to speak up with stuff like some. I don't know. This generation kind of exposed Sony in a way, like how
I I
I think.
play devil's advocate
I don't know.
for a second,
Mhm.
just for a second, and I want to say this. Doesn't Microsoft make you do that exact same almost I stopped myself. Doesn't Microsoft make you do that exact same thing with Minecraft?
I don't know. I don't play Minecraft, so I really can't tell you.
I don't know if it's a required, but like to like if you want to make purchases, because Minecraft does like with Minecraft you do have to have a Microsoft account, and it's like it's not an Xbox account per se, but it is a Microsoft account,
Yeah.
and like you use it between all your consoles. So if I buy the Sonic, because I bought the Sonic pack on Minecraft,
Mhm.
and I can access it on all the consoles.
Yeah.
So I think Minecraft does have something very similar. I don't think it's a requirement, but I do know that Microsoft does the same thing with some of their games. And it's not like, I don't know if it's 100% a requirement, but they do it too. So it's not like Sony
Yeah,
does it.
here's the thing though. So here's a little bit of context of the whole Helldivers thing. So basically, it would require Steam players to link their account to a PlayStation Network account. But what people don't understand is that uh the game has been delisted in 177 countries where PlayStation Network is unavailable. So it kind of screws those people over who can't access, PSN. So and they were issuing refunds and all that stuff, and then Sony early in the morning this morning, no, actually last night, said they tweeted this: Helldivers fans, we heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6th update, which would have required Steam and PSN account linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30th, will not be moving forward. They also mention it also says here that we are still learning what is best for PS players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers, and we'll keep you updated on future plans. So basically, it's because, like I mentioned earlier, because the issue was they had there were a few countries, 170 countries that you can't access using you can't make a PSN account, so they kind of would get screwed over. You know what I mean?
That's true. And by the
Let's
way,
see.
guys, we're going to address these comments about the main
Yeah.
character. Just right now, I couldn't,
Well,
it's anime, and we're not an anime channel, but
so here.
we will
Oh,
get to
here's
that
some.
in a minute.
Yeah. So in the comments says here, the biggest reason why the pushback was so massive is that it's because also the hack thing in 2011 that also didn't help either. The big PS3 hacks showed they kept passwords and credit card info for PSN accounts in plain text. And I don't know what's with all these companies, the way they store some of these info. That actually just reminded me of a story that happened last week, that New Japan Pro Wrestling, they have like their own streaming service and all that stuff. It turns out they released a statement saying, "Oh, hey, yeah, so we keep all of our users' info, like all their sensitive information, on a flash drive, and we lost it."
We keep it on WordPad on a flash
Yeah,
drive, and like
yeah, they kept it
somebody
on a.
took it
I was like, "No way is this real?" Like, no, this is real. This really happened. I was like, I read the text translate. I was like, wow, I don't know
for the
how.
30 people that watch AEW. We have all of your information on a Microsoft Excel that we saved on the cloud, and somebody hacked it thinking it was butt pictures.
Biggest reason, yeah. So it's like, and another thing, biggest reason why PlayStation doesn't sell products in many different countries. So those said countries, if they would have been SOL, if Steam wasn't going to refund them.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they've
don't get me wrong. I think it's stupid, like that you have to have a
a different
PlayStation
account.
account on for Steam
Yeah,
of
just play a
all.
game.
Like, yeah, just
That was like a dumb thing. I'm like, why the hell would I want to do that? Like, because not everybody has like a PS5. Most people have a PC to play Helldivers.
I mean, I have a PS5,
I don't.
but I also got this little bastard right
Steam
here,
Deck.
which I love this thing. I cannot, for the life of me, go back to a Switch.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that.
Like playing Persona 4 Golden.
So I will, and also with that, Nintendo, I don't know what your plan is for the new next console. Y'all better like get that quick, because
This thing, well, it needs to be like this. This thing has a good weight to it. The battery life on it sucks, though.
is
I
it
think
better?
2 hours is what I can.
In terms of battery, is it better than the Switch or the Steam Deck?
Switch is better
Battery wise, okay.
battery wise, but screen, because I have the anti glare one. But uh, it's a great console. Like the weight to it, like I have, I have big hands.
Yeah.
Like this is a regular Powerade bottle. Look how much of it my hand covers.
You got big hands.
Meaty meat. Uh, so
Big meaty men slapping meat.
right, this is why whenever like I punch somebody in the face, it hurts. Uh, so like this thing is so comfy in my hand. It feels great. It's got weight to it. Uh, it it's pretty much a portable PS4.
Mm.
So like Nintendo take and I want to play oh okay, so we're not gonna hey guys, wait, is Dangapuss in the
Yeah, she said in the comments, "Hey gamers, can't get on the PC to talk on the podcast because sick." Oh well, we hope
oh
we wish you a speedy
no.
recovery.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I read that as a different name. I'm dyslexic. Sometimes I read. So we need a co-host. We need a co-host, somebody to fill in for Sonic.
Yeah, so yeah, once again, guys, I gotta get going. I have a voiceover session this week. So once again,
He's leaving.
yeah, don't worry, I'm not. No, I'll be back though. Hopefully, I'll be back. It just happens last minute. But anyway, so I guess before the end of the show, it's okay, guys. Damn, Sonic's busy. Yes, actually, I am busy. I know, but I want to bring these people with me too. I like this place too.
Yeah.
You know.
Sonic's always busy. He's always got stuff going. He's like, I can do 30 minutes on the show and then I gotta go.
Yeah, I know, but like this is the only time the only time they want me to do like can it be like Monday like later in the night or can it be before the show before the podcast? But sometimes you gotta work with what you get, I guess.
Yeah, I messaged Deacon Rap. Hopefully he answers. We need
Yeah.
a co-host, guys, who wants to come on here
All right.
and
So
join
go-
me.
yeah, so anyway, follow me on my socials. Follow me on Instagram at Super Saiyan Sonic. I have a link tree in my bio. Follow me on YouTube. I have a lot. I've been gaining a bunch of subscribers. Follow me on TikTok as well because thanks to the Sonic Cafe, my TikTok has blown up to the point where I'm almost at 2K. And I was like, can I get 2K before he gets banned? Before the TikTok gets banned here? We'll
That's
see.
right. That's another thing to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you guys take care. Don't worry, Goku. Hopefully, I'll be back next week throughout the whole show. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'll bring on Arrow 26 Studios. Let me message him real quick.
All
All right,
right.
Sonic. We'll see you.
We'll see you next time,
We'll see you next week.
or
I
maybe
think
this week. We'll see.
we'll see. Yeah, it depends because I need to start doing
Do
more
more.
episodes.
Yeah. All right, guys. You guys take care. Goku, please behave. I want to see that. I want to see that. That counter not in double digits.
It's probably going to be there pretty soon.
Yeah, or at least triple. How about that? All right, man. You guys take care, guys.
All right, guys, give me a second. I'm messaging people. So I didn't think I was going to need a backup co-host. All right, so let's go ahead and address some of the comments, and then we'll continue. All right, so the ones we didn't address, the worst anime character for me is Ichigo from Bleach. He's just Goku with better fashion sense and moved to orange. That's not shots fired. I'm offended. The worst character is Yuma. I have no idea. Tsukumo from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. He used to get sucked at card games, but he learned and won everything. He's not like Yusei Fudo. Who the hell is Yusei? What the hell happened to Yu-Gi-Oh? I remember Yami and Kaiba Corp and Mokuba and Joey and Taya, whose name is T in the manga. All right, so let me see. Switch 2, we made it just to make more money. Derek, rumors that Switch 2 is almost all. Rumor is the Switch 2 is almost all products are forward capable. Oh, we have a. Joining me always is the one, the only. You have failed the city. He is part of the Morphing Grid and also a DC superhero at the same time. Green Arrow Ranger.
Yellow.
What's up? I know it's last minute, right?
I know. I was like, I'll join.
It's. I also messaged John just in case. I don't think he's gonna respond. But okay, so there's a couple things, and you can like shed some light on it if ask questions. Help. I just need somebody here to help me out.
Yeah.
So rumor is that the Switch 2 is almost all the products forward compatible and physical games are also backwards compatible. At least Nintendo does this part of gaming right. We'll see. One thing Nintendo doesn't really do is backwards compatible. I think the only console, the Wii and the Wii U were the only consoles that were backwards compatible, and that's because those were disc.
Hmm.
But and game the only thing that's ever been backwards compatible is Game Boy. That's it. Like Game Boy
Yeah.
Color, Game Boy
Game Boy
Advance,
Advance. Yeah.
and then they
and
got
the
rid of that as well.
and then they had the Game Boy Micro for no reason.
Yeah. Oh, the Game Boy Micro is a piece of crap. Steam Deck is about the processing power of a GTX 970. It's still good hardware, but not aging well, in my opinion. Far behind every current console and most PCs, not included. That's the thing about portable gaming. Portable gaming is always going to be a step behind.
Yeah.
Like you got to remember that portable gaming is. You guys like remember Nintendo? Like that's how far we've come. Tiger Electronics. That's how far we've gone. I really need one. Okay, that's you. That's your comment. It would just awkwardly breathe into my mic, and there's be horrible wind noise from my walking outside. If uh, if you swear, we can pay for a con. No, I'm not gonna cuss anymore. Isn't Yusuke from Uriah? Isn't Yusuke from Yu Hakusho? Like somebody said it's from Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know anymore.
I think there's a Yusuke and Yu-Gi-Oh somewhere. It has to be like one of the like later seasons because I remember like getting up to like 5Ds card games on
Dude,
motorcycles.
I I did not watch. So I watched the original Yu-Gi-Oh, but I never finished it.
Hmm.
I watched part of GX, but it got annoying and it was really stupid. Like they had that one dude who looked like a I swear he looked like a panda, and he always played panda monsters. And then they
Yeah, he
replaced
basically.
him with Rex, or the sergeant dude who always played like dinosaur monsters. So
Yep.
everyone had a theme. Everyone had a theme, and I thought it was really dumb. I was like, this is not good. This is actually pretty awful.
Right. It's almost like everyone had a theme. It's like, all right, so you got the one guy's playing. Well, I mean, season one Yu-Gi-Oh also did that too. Like Weevil and Rex Raptor. I mean, they kind of had that theme going for a little bit too. But I guess they like, ah, what if it ain't broke, don't fix it, type of thing.
Okay. I think the worst character in anime. It has to be main character. By the way, Ma- Makoto
Ayato or
I Ato from school. MFer decided to play around with several girls and their boats. I I have questions. What?
Sounds like
I'm
a Dojin anime or something.
we're talking about anime, not hentai. Just what did he do with the boats? Oh, School Days. I don't know what that is. I never heard of it.
No.
All right, so like we were talking about. So okay, to kind of wrap that up. So Sony decided to say, you know what, we messed up. We're not going to make you sign into our have a PlayStation account to play on Steam. Steam Deck will release another Steam Deck console. It's just a matter of when. Yes, the console's hardware is aging, but that's how portable gaming has always been. It's always a step behind. Nintendo's never really cared. Are there more powerful consoles than the Steam Deck? Absolutely. But like to me, Steam Deck right now, hands down, is the best portable console. The PlayStation Portal does not count as a portable console since it is just a cell phone that can access your PlayStation 5 remote play from anywhere. And I really don't know. I know there are other portable consoles that are gaming PC gaming consoles, but like I said, to me right now, the Steam Deck is the best one, at least in my opinion, because I can play Persona 4, which is one of the few Japanese RPGs that I actually love. Uh, and I also have Final Fantasy X on there, which is the very first Final Fantasy game I ever played.
Jesus. I was gonna say like I would say like Steam Deck is actually pretty up there because like I mean Steam alone has like a huge library of like video games compared to like Nintendo and PlayStation. Like typically like anything that's crossover or cross-platform per se is on Steam, plus more. I'm not too sure if you can do this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you have like any type of like games that you can like I guess uh, kind of like edits or like modify per se, like put in mods. There's that also as a like thumbs up for that. So
You can do mods. Like it has a PC like dashboard,
mhm.
like an actual computer where you can go and install mods to games. I have mods on Fallout, but that was done through the game, so I guess that doesn't really count. But for those of you interested in, for those of you that play Steam and you're looking to get more games for your collection, there is actually
Uh-oh.
a website that is now affiliated with Geeks Forever. They are called Instant Gaming. We have a link that you can access, and you can go on there and find games for your Steam, like Resident Evil 7 for $6.69, Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition for $3.75. You can even find other games. These are just some of the games I'm going to list off. God of War on Steam, $19.64. Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls 6 Special Edition, $8. Spider-Man Miles Morales Edition, $23.19. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, $7. Uh, Dragon Ball The Breakers. I don't know why you would want that. $9. The Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, $23.68. Resident Evil and countless other games are on here. Everything you can even get. Check this out: Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor
Hey
on
yo.
Steam for $2.90. How do you get all these games? We have a link that we can give to you, and we get, so it is obviously an affiliated link, so we do get something in return. So check it out. They also sell PlayStation gift cards and Steam gift cards for the Nintendo Switch.
Yay.
So just to kind of, I'm bad at advertising. I don't know why they made me do this crap. I suck. Like I'm not even joking. Like I don't even like doing this. You can get the $100 wallet, the $100 wallet PlayStation, like the gift card, used for the store,
Right.
for $90.44.
That's like what a good like $10 off or $9 per se.
It's $9.56. You can get the $75 one for $68.
Damn.
You can get the $25 for 23, the $50 for 45, and the $10 for 9.46. So
Woo.
in the long run, it saves you money.
Yeah, money for gas.
That's right.
Oh, speaking of which, what do you call it? Speaking of gas money, what do you call it? Gas prices are up the roof nowadays.
Man, I don't have a car, so I don't really drive, so I don't really pay for gas. But you know what else is up? So we did sign up for San Japan, so we are looking to go to San Japan this year.
Yay!
So we will see. Like I said, our press application got denied, but that's because San Japan has these really strict restrictions to apply. We did apply for panels. We did submit 10 panels. I might submit 2 more. We'll see what happens. We're also submitting for Etchy Expo Dallas. We're submitting for Anime Texas,
Mhm.
for Anime Fest in Dallas, for Fan Expo, Delta, HCon, BACon, Colossal Con,
Damn.
OniCon. We did submit a press application for Kimo Kawaii Con.
Mhm.
So we do have a big list of conventions we are applying for. We'll see where all that goes, and we'll see how that all works out. But like I said, it just depends on how everything's going to work out. So make sure you check out our official sponsor. We did post a link for you guys to check out. Make sure you do it. Like, even if you don't buy anything, just go ahead and check it out.
I'll do that
Maybe
right
you
now.
will. It's in the here. Let me post it so you can have it. Man, what? It says Anime Fest. Whatever. I don't. Whatever. Tomato at this point. All right, so let's talk about. So there's an update for Comic Palooza that we wanted to get out of the way, and I'm kind of disappointed. And I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to say anything, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Here we go.
So for those of you that are watching, Geeks Forever will not be hosting any panels at Comic Palooza this year. After working with the convention for 10 years, we are no longer joined. All right. No, sorry, John messaged me. So after working with them for 10 years, we are no longer going to be running panels, at least for this year for Comic Palooza. Now, what does that mean? This is an official statement. So the convention is moving in a different direction this year. So I really don't want to like say too much.
Mhm.
But what the hell? You just
New phone, who this?
no, because like it's hold on.
Yeah. All right. Well, if anything, while you do that, I'm going to look at some of the questions here in chats.
And
Let's see. To be honest, a friend of mine watched the original Japanese anime of Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime instead of the English dub, so he loves English subtitles. Cool. Steam Deck 1 is the best Switch 2. I'm assuming they meant to say Steam Deck 1 is the best out of the two. Outside of the Switch, I only have the Mio Mini Plus, basically a little Game Boy emulator that plays all 8 and 16-bit systems with PS1. It's a neat little thing, cheap too. I'm just waiting for the Stardew Valley 1.6 update for the Switch. Skyrim is number 5 and Skyrim is number 5 in the Elder Scrolls series. Number 6 was announced, but was right when Doom Eternal was announced. At this rate, my kids will be playing Elder Scrolls 6, GTA 6. Anime Fest, I think, moved to Arlington, Texas, and not Dallas this year.
yeah, I kind of already addressed that one. So like I said, this episode okay, guys, we had a topic prepared for this episode. We had a big topic. We had advertised it. We announced it. So some stuff happened.
Mhm.
Some stuff happened. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to bring it up yet. So we were asked not to talk about it. We were informed like, hey, it's not a good idea, and they expressed their concerns. And so, like, normally I would not do that. Like, I would still try to like cover the topic, but to protect people, we are not going to talk about the convention that we originally were going to talk about. So we kind of, and this happened all like over the weekend, and I want to say like very very last minute. So when we had already planned by Thursday, we already had our topic. We knew what we were going to talk about. We're going to invite people to come on the show and talk about it. But then we started getting messages, and then we started getting like concerns, and like people's safety was at risk. So to kind of avoid any issues and like stuff like that, which is crazy. It's crazy to think that there's certain subjects we can't talk about yet. Like we have to be like, because there might be some legal actions, there might be some drama, there might be all kinds of crazy stuff. And
Damn.
and so it's
Sounds crazy.
here I put the name of the convention in the chat. So it's crazy to think that these and there are several conventions that I got messages about doing some like shady stuff, doing some really messed up things, like like it's crazy to think that these things are happening in the convention community. I don't know what's going on with this year. Maybe this is something that's been going on for years. I don't know. It feels like this is a lot this year. I feel like Are you going to Nostalgic Con this weekend, by the way?
Yeah, I am.
All right, so you and John can come on and review the convention.
But I'm going to be with the Legacy of the Nerd and his table. So I'm going to be like a cosplayer for his table. We're going to have some of the Ranger actors there too. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a long weekend. I don't say like my convention is going to start Thursday because I have to help set up the table and everything.
So that's this weekend. So okay, so Comic Palooza is officially the 24th. Okay, guys, so here's the thing. If you wanted to go to Comic Palooza and hang out and like see me, I was pretty down all week because once we found out we weren't hosting panels, I just didn't. I stopped caring. I just didn't want to talk to anybody. I just whatever. Because it's like I don't know, man. It felt like we got fired. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It actually kind of made me upset. So like I'm gonna be so as far as like the convention goes, I'm debating on like we're still gonna do our podcast. We're still gonna do our podcast. I'm gonna do the advertising that I normally do for them during the show. But as far as like going the extra mile, doing extra stuff for them, I'm just not feeling it this year. Maybe because I'm like there's more like when you look at the email and you read it, here's the thing. We've been doing panels for them for years. And not like a couple years. We've been doing it for 10 years. And we've always like been on time. We've always had a good crowd at all our panels and and to kind of like, oh, well, we're not going to use you this year. We're going in a different direction. We we know that you've been doing this for years and thank you for that, but we're going to do something else. So your services are like we're not going to need them, but we're going to put you on a waiting list so in case we need you to fill in. That's like that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of right. It's kind of like, you got pushed to the side as far as like, sorry, you know what, you did. Thank you for your services, but you know what, we have some, I guess, again, don't quote me if I'm wrong, but we got someone else who's going to do your job. But you know what, we don't really trust them. So just in case, it hits the fan a little bit, you're going to be our backup, essentially.
No, exactly. And I look, I get it. We've been rejected for cons before. We've been on probationary periods for conventions. Like for San Japan, I'm gonna be honest with you. I expect maybe 4 panels, maybe to get approved because we haven't done panels for San Japan since 2016. So I don't expect San Japan to like just let me do whatever I want. I'll probably get like if I'm lucky 4 panels at most.
Right.
And like but it's like oh well you've been doing this for years and like the thing is guys, I don't have the money to buy badges. I don't have the money. Like one of my shelves, you can't see it on camera, but one of my shelves like snap, like the little support legs for one of the shelves
Yeah.
broke, and like all of my stuff, my manga, like I had my energy, I had my drinks, my collectible energy drinks and sodas that I collect, sparkling waters.
Ayo.
Two of them, like the shelf fell. Four of the drinks busted. So a
Ugh.
lot of my manga got ruined. Like everything was covered in the cheap Dragon Ball Z energy drink that they sell at like Five and Below for 250.
Right.
Like my console got knocked, my PS5 got knocked over and it broke the base,
Oof.
and my TV got knocked over. Everything like I I would turn the camera around and show y'all, but like now I gotta like fix the shelf. I gotta put everything back. I want to replace the manga that got damaged, but I can't right now because like it sucks, man. I even like, oh my god, I'm like not doing well financially. I can't afford to buy badges for Comic Palooza,
Right.
and their badges are like at least $120.
For
I
like
was
3 days?
legitimate. Yes,
Jesus.
I was saving up to get an autograph from John Cena. But like like it's just I can't do it. Like I wanted an autograph and a picture with John Cena. That was gonna cost me $400. I can't do it. I can't afford it. Like I gotta. So a couple people helped me out. I gotta pay them back, and like it sucks right now. So I don't want to buy badges for Comic Palooza. I'm not going to buy badges for Comic Palooza.
Right. Makes sense, you know?
And we were counting on those badges because we get at least 4 or 5 badges every year, and we were counting on those stupid badges. And now it's like I don't even want to go. Like we stay at the hotel. The hotel's gonna cost us $660 for the
God.
weekend.
Yeah.
And like it's like, do I even want to go? Like just do I want to go to a convention where all everyone does is just walk around and like no one does anything? It's mostly just people taking pictures and looking at booths and the car show and then like the panel. Uh, I hate it. Like I don't like not having something to do. I have one panel Friday, and that's not even part of the panels because we're part of the podcast program.
Right.
So we have our podcast Friday at 5. But once that's done, Ninja, I would give you my badge if there was some way you could get a refund. Um, After we're done with the podcast, I don't know if I want to stick around the convention. I don't know. Like we were debating on just like we literally had a talk this weekend. Like, do we want to cancel the hotel? Because we like Friday night, we have traditions on Friday nights. We go bar hopping because there's a goth emo night at one of the bars behind the Jojo Brown, and we usually go and cosplay and hang out and get some drinks and meet some new people and then hang out. So
Right.
like, okay, that sounds like that's one of our traditions. Now this year it just seems kind of messed up. Like I don't know if I want to do all that. I feel like I should focus on other cons. There's a brand new etchy convention in Houston that's going to be at the same location that Delta's at.
Uh-huh.
And we're even debating like, do we still want to do the party at Delta? Or do we want to do the party at the EtchyCon? So this year it's definitely gonna be some major changes for the group. We're coming back to OniCon this year. So as far as Comic Palooza goes, guys, what do y'all think? What do y'all think I should do? Should I just not bother this year and just do what I have to do? Fulfill my commitments and then just call it a night? Because I am 50-50 right now whether I want to go the entire weekend or not.
I don't say it's
Like,
like just do your commitments and then it's like call it, even because I mean you still want to have that, that relationship because who knows, maybe like next year will be better. You don't want to burn bridges either. So
ready to burn that? No,
I'm just saying.
it's already covered in gas. So I just gotta I am selling some stuff though to kind of help me financially. I got
Mhm.
some Power Ranger stuff, like some really cool stuff that I'm selling. I got a couple of couple Nintendo game, like a GameCube and a Wii. The GameCube's pretty cool though because I have it's not a super rare game, but it's pretty nice. So it's it's weird because it's the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of on it's the Ocarina of Time,
Mhm.
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo GameCube. And I think it's the Master Quest one. It
Yeah.
has the Master Quest one, and then it has the original Ocarina of Time that came out on the N64, but it's a GameCube game. And Luigi's Mansion for it. So I'm selling that. I'm peddling my stuff on the website. I mean, on the podcast. But yeah, it's this is something that we just found out last week. We're debating on it. The con's 2 weeks away, officially 18 days away from the convention. So I just don't know. And I don't know where the hell the rest of my Captain Mexico. It's gone missing. I don't know where it is.
Mhm.
So I don't know where the rest of like my pants, my shirt, and my utility belt are gone, but the armor's still here, so I can probably pull it off. I'm like I said, guys, I've just been down. I haven't really given it a lot of thought. Something we're debating. We'll know for sure. But with that being said, we are going to we're going to go all out for the next few cons. So we have cons back to back to back. We will be at BotCon. We're going to do an interview with BotCon. We're going to do an interview with Delta. Dallas Etchy Expo will come on the show to do a quick interview. So we got a lot going on this summer. It's not like, okay, Comic Palooza denied us. We're just gonna sit in our rooms and sulk all summer. No, that's not how that works. But John and Oliver will be at Nostalgia Con this weekend, so they'll be back on Monday to review the convention, to add it to our list of cons. As
Yay.
far as the unfortunately due to we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to go into detail. We're not going to. There will be no further comments made as of right now until the smoke is cleared. But Disability Comic Con will not be reviewed on the
Oof.
show. If you know, you know. If not, join our Discord so we can, share that information with you. But some stuff is going on right now with Disability Comic Con, so we won't be talking about the show. I didn't know that was a thing. Send me the info.
Yeah, I don't say. I'm looking it up right now. I was like, what the heck?
What the heck is
Song.
Saw on? So like the movie Saw, or is it like Saws? Like hardware, or like seesaws? Or did I? Are you saw something like the con? Questions need answers.
I don't say San Antonio Water System.
There you go. Yeah, let us know what that is. So another thing, and this is going to be like where a lot of people tune out and don't want to like listen to the rest of the show. So we're now talking about our next subject is SawCon these nuts. I'm gonna kick you off. I'm gonna kick you off. I know who you are. I'm gonna kick you out of the show. I will bring you on the show just to kick you out. Like that episode of SpongeBob where they're playing that board game. He's like, Patrick, you're fired. I don't even work here. I don't even work. Do you want a job starting now? Boy, do
Yeah.
I. You're fired.
Oh.
Yeah, so I will do that. And you made me think that was an actual con. What the hell? Uh so let's talk about the bear. So for those of you living under a rock, me, there has been something trending lately, something about a bear on social media,
Uh-huh.
where a lot of women are saying that they would prefer the company of a wild bear versus a complete strange man, a
What?
stranger, pretty much. Did you know about this?
No. I'm under a rock apparently.
What? Okay, now you're gonna make me look it up.
Is that like something like bestiality or something, or what? What? What's going on here?
All right, hold on. Let me look it up. No, okay. Ah, damn it. There's a show called The Bear, so it's kind of confusing. All right.
Okay. Yahoo
All right.
News.
So here it is. Here it is. So all right. So this is it. Uh, man or bear in the woods question. Okay. So would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear? Uh, with okay. So it's saying it's a hypothetical question referring to a choice between being stuck in the woods with a random man or a bear, stemming from the viral TikTok user Call Me Back B B BKBK Burger King Burger Queen. I don't know. The question was further promoted by a street interview video by Screenshot Long in April 2024, with an apparent majority of women responding that they would choose a bear in the hypothetical situation. The question spawned viral reactions and debates on social media, with users arguing over the validity of both options and about gender relations. Thanks for okay. So this is on. Okay, so who would okay? So it's about if women would feel safer in the woods with a bear or a man. A lot of women said that they feel safer with the bear, and some men are freaking out about it. Some are offended. Some think the women. Some think the women choosing the bear are stupid. Like this is legit what it says. I'm not. These are not my words. They think the women are being dumb, and it has turned into a discourse. Uh, so like he says, okay, so yeah, it's saying would women be alone in the woods? Would she rather encounter a wild bear or male stranger in the woods? The women said that she'd rather meet the bear because she trusted the bear more than a strange man and felt safer with a literal wild animal than some guy. It's blown up into a huge discourse as a lot of men have taken offense that they are so ill thought of, and a lot of women have basically come out and said they too have zero trust in the niceness of an unknown man, and that it's upon men to change that. It's just another form of the not all men thing, where men are upset they're getting tarred with the brush of bad actors, and the women saying that such tarring is the only logical option when dealing with potential bad actors until they know the man in question. All right, let me see. To be honest, I'm a large 46-year-old man. If I were in the woods at night by myself, I'd be much less concerned with a bear than a random dude. The bear's supposed to be there, and I get what he's doing there. I know the bear's rules. If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. A random dude is not supposed to be in the woods. Anybody by himself in the middle of the woods late at night would trigger alarm bells for me. Maybe I've just watched way too many true crime. That's actually a valid point. That's I didn't think about that. That's actually pretty valid. If you're in the middle of the woods and you just see a random stranger and they're being nice to you all of a sudden, like wouldn't you like who the hell are you? Like who does that count? Does that count as a cuss word? I don't know. Like, who are you and why are you being nice to me? Oh, I'm just trying to help out. Yeah, but why?
Right?
Like if I see the bear out in the woods, obviously that's its home, right? Like it's just looking for picnic baskets or some honey to eat. Living up the bare necessities. Dude, I don't even trust ATMs. When I withdraw money from the ATM,
Oh
I
my god.
count my money.
Right?
I don't I don't trust ATMs.
You know what I do? I don't trust ATMs either, and what I do sometimes, even at like gas pumps, because the skimmers they look like a part of the machine nowadays. I go to like each machine, I kind of like try to like pull on it and like yank it a little bit to make sure it's not like gonna come apart, just in case it could be a skimmer somewhere on there.
Mm-hmm. I think like somebody had posted something else. Let me see what else there is. So that's from Reddit. Uh okay. USA Today even chimed in on it. That's crazy that USA Today. If you were okay, so this is the article. And this is from usatoday.com. Uh, so, if you're alone in the woods, would you rather encounter a bear or a man? Answer that hypothetical question. Answers to that hypothetical question have sparked a debate about why the vast majority say they would feel more comfortable choosing a bear. This topic has been hotly discussed for weeks as men and women chimed in and with their thoughts all over social media. Screenshot XQ, a TikTok account, started this conversation asking a group of women whether they would rather run into a man they didn't know or a bear in the forest. Out of the 7 women interviewed for the piece, only one picked the man. Bear, man is scary, one of the women responded. Like literally, this is in quotation bear, man is scary. A number of women echoed the responses given in the original video, writing in the comments that they too would pick a bear over a man. The hypothetical has people split, with some expressing their sadness over the state of the world and others cracking jokes. Some men were flabbergasted. Here's what we know: a bear is safer choice, no doubt about. Oh, there's a video.
Oh,
Oh, let me see if I can get this. Let me see. Oh, there. Let me see. Let's see. Let me get this video ready to show you guys. Oh, that's okay. That's not gonna work.
all right. Well, while he does that, I have one from like Yahoo News. I'll admit though, this whole scenario is possible slander to an attacking bear. I mean, allegations of an attack could ruin a bear's life, and I heard he has a bright future ahead of him. Says Stanford University's team climbing team.
Yeah, it's
And there's also like a little comment on here too. It says, unfortunately, no bears were available to reach out for comments.
I like the jokes. The jokes are funny. For a while I was just confused as to why the bear thing was so big, but here we go. I think I got it. Let me know if you can hear it.
Would you rather be stuck in
Yep.
a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear. Man is scary.
With a bear.
What I've heard about bears, they don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So maybe a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
Oh, 100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
Definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
A bear.
I would say a man.
Oh wow, all of them except for the last one chose like the bear.
The bears.
And like somebody, like they said, they brought up a good point. I would trust the bear more because why is that dude out there in the middle of the woods?
Yeah, that's a good point because like, I mean, in the middle of nowhere, why man? What are you doing out here?
Yeah, bro.
What body did you hide?
Yeah, what are you out here? Like, where's the corpse? So that's the video. So apparently there were a lot of responses, more than 65,000 under the original post. Many wrote that they understood why the women would choose the bear. No one's going to ask me if I let the bear on or give me a pamphlet on bear attacks or bear. So let me restart that. Okay. This is an actual comment. No one's going to ask me if I led the bear on or give me a pamphlet on bear attack prevention tips. And there's another comment. When I die, leave my body in the woods. The wolves will be greater than any man, will be gentler than any man. Another comment is, I know a bear's intentions. Another woman wrote, I don't know a man's intentions, no matter how nice they are. That's true. Other TikTok users took it one step further by posing the hypothetical question to loved ones. Meredith Steele, who goes by Babies of Steel, asked her husband last week whether he would rather have their daughter encounter a bear or a man in the woods. Her husband said he didn't like either option, but said he was leaning towards the bear. Okay, I have a daughter. And I have to 100% agree that I would rather her encounter a bear than especially goers, dude. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, especially some con goers. I know some con goers. There's one that I particularly don't like. If I had to choose between running into him in the woods or, becoming a man witch for Yogi, I would choose Yogi. Like, you know what? At least the bear, like, the bear's not going to take upskirt photos at a convention or get kicked out for being weird.
Right.
And like people are like, well, weird's such a bad word. No, I mean, he's like legitimately like the guy. This person is like transphobic. He's very homophobic. Very like he's part of that political spectrum to where they get all their news off of TikTok, which by the way, they signed the bill, so TikTok has to be sold now or it's gonna be banned, which is stupid.
They got my followers.
Well,
got
I mean, they
subscribers.
have to sell it. It's gonna take like 100 days or something like that.
Yeah.
Like they have to sell it. So if they sell it, you'll be fine. People are dumb. Oh my god, they're selling our information. The Chinese don't give a shit about. Damn it. That's two. That's two more for that counter.
I was say, you know what? Someone brought this up. Wireless carriers actually sold information at one point, and like the information that they sold, actually held, personal information like AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, sold information to other people, and like again, that's how they're able to,
Hey,
whenever you go to Facebook and like say like, oh, you talk about
Legacy's in the chat.
hey, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, did you want to chime in on the bear subject?
Here we go.
Yeah, dude. Tesla sells data. They're a data company. They sell data. They don't sell cars. They don't sell they do, but they're not they make all their money selling data. So everywhere you go while driving a Tesla, people sell data. Companies sell your data all the time for advertising. TikTok obviously does the same thing, but they sell it to everybody for advertising. It's not just like, okay, we're gonna like TikTok. Like the Chinese don't care about you. You're nobody to
They don't care
them.
about my cat videos.
The Chinese don't think they're gonna get American secrets from you.
I mean, okay, it makes sense. Like if you have like a government phone, by all means, yeah, go for it. But like I'm over here just like living my life, getting like, videos dancing and like doing videos of like fun stuff.
If you have a company issued phone and you're using it for TikTok, that's a difference. That's not a TikTok problem. That's a you problem.
Exactly.
You probably need to get fired because that's why don't you have your own phone to do TikTok and other stuff? That's okay. You're good. But yeah, that's where the bear thing stemmed from, TikTok, and it came out, and people like have taken this and ran with it, and it's so crazy because like there's one dude who's been so vocal about the bear thing, and like he hasn't shut up about it. Like it's actually kind of annoying. See if I can find anything.
I like how like they also like do like numbers as well, which is I don't know if these numbers are real or anything, but for example, there's like a less chance of you, like I have to be careful with YouTube, right? Encountering a bear and that bear is going to do something to you, versus you encountering a male within the age of 18 to 24. It's 167 times more likely for that person to do something versus the bear.
Let's see. I don't like going to this guy's wall. He has all kinds of crazy political stuff on there. I'm done. I don't really give a crap. So obviously there are a lot of dudes that are upset about the stupid bear, and I don't get it. some individuals on Facebook have started referring to women who choose the bear as I guess he said stupid. I can't find his post, but he was calling people stupid at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't get what's going on with this stupid. Like I think it's funny. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of hilarious that oh, he shared one of those memes. Yep. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not gonna go through his thing anymore.
Womp womp.
So like, so he shared one of those memes. It's and I'm gonna just describe it. So the mom is hugging a she's hugging a casket, and it's a very small one for like it looks like it's for like a child.
Yeah.
And it, when it okay, so this is what it says on the meme. I'm not gonna show it to you because I don't like this is actually I this is actually kind of offensive. When she realizes this is the end of her child support payments.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah. So I mean the Facebook is full of them, and these people are part of our like these are people in the community, mind you. These are people that are actively part of our community. That are going on here and posting this stuff and saying all these bad things and saying like, "Oh, I can't believe you're choosing the bear over." Like I absolutely do not like it when guys refer to themselves as like the nice guy. Oh, but I'm a nice guy. Like I'm a nice guy. No, you aren't. A nice guy wouldn't actually be out there if you're a good person, then you're just a good person. That's it. You know, a good person wouldn't expect like a reward or anything in return.
Right.
But I'm so sick of it. Oh, it's nice to you, you know, crap.
That's an excuse.
Yeah, so the amount of times that I have seen ads for LASIK on Facebook an hour after mentioning it to someone in person is ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Like same
Cell
thing
phone
with
companies.
Amazon. Here's the thing. And there's a whole episode that we can dedicate to like Facebook and people bitching about Facebook. There I go again.
Another counter.
There's a whole argument that can be made about Facebook because like people think like, oh, I can say whatever I want on Facebook, on Twitter, and freedom of speech, yada yada yada. So the freedom of speech only applies to like the government censoring you. Like when you sign on with Twitter and our X as it's called now, or Facebook,
Right.
you do have like a terms of agreement. It's essentially, I know people don't realize this, but when you agree to those, the terms of agreement are a contract
Right.
that you're agreeing on. Like, do you agree to these terms? Like, yes, I do. So you have to follow their rules. It's like you know, when you know your parents' house, like you follow their rules, right? So it's the same thing, same concept. So flip the mattress. Anyone taking offense is just insecure. Literally 2014 era gamer gate type beat. Gamers are just as bad, bro. Like gamers gatekeep on everything. Like I've never like, especially like in the Fallout community.
Yeah.
I'm a Fallout fan. The first Fallout I ever played was Fallout 3.
Mm-hmm.
I never played the others. I just played Fallout 1 and I don't like that style of gameplay. I just played Fallout 1 for the first time the other day. I've never played 1, I've never played 2. But as soon as I mentioned that, like the hardcore day 1 Fallout fans got mad like, "Oh, then you're not a true Fallout fan, you're just a casual." I'm like, you know, there's nothing wrong with being a casual fan. There's nothing wrong with being a Marvel fan and you only watch the live action movies. You don't have to be a comic book fan. You don't have to be an anime fan. Like Fallout's got so much lore It doesn't even if you play any Fallout games, they don't. It's kind of like Final Fantasy,
Right.
except Fallout's all in the same universe. They don't really reference each other,
Right.
except for like the first two games. Those two are directly connected. Where Fallout's 3, Vegas 4. I mean, there's subtle references to like in Fallout 3. They had a reference to Fallout 4 with with the Commonwealth and
Right.
synths, but like Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel 3, Vegas 4, 76. They're all their own thing. They're all canon, not Brotherhood of Steel, but in Tactics. But the others are all canon to the universe. But overall, you don't need to play all of the games.
Right. They're all like kind of like self. What's the word I'm looking for? They're kind of like self-contained.
Right. Final Fantasy though is a completely different story. The first time I played Final Fantasy, like my friend's like, "Oh, you got to play it. It's amazing." Yeah, but yeah, it does. Like I said, it does reference each other, but it's very, very subtle. 4 doesn't really reference anybody because like Fallout games take place like years and years.
Mhm.
Like the show is literally in the timeline. They're all like each one is like further. The only one that we've gotten that's a direct prequel to everything is 76. Everything else is like continuing further in the timeline. It goes forward.
Right.
So the show is canon, by the way, if you haven't watched it.
I have not. I've been meaning to watch it. Was it on like Paramount or
Amazon.
Amazon? Amazon. Okay. I don't have Amazon yet. So I need to get Amazon at some point so I can start watching some shows on there too, like The Boys.
The Boys, Invincible, Fallout.
Yeah.
Amazon's killing it right now. Netflix, Cobra Kai is coming out pretty soon.
Yep.
They've broken up the final season into 2 parts. Oh, 3 parts, I believe.
Damn.
3 parts. They're pulling a Attack on Titan. Stranger Things is also coming to an end. Invincible season 3 hopefully will be out in a year, but that will also probably be broken up into 2 parts.
Avatar, The Last Airbender over here.
I don't care about Avatar. I like the show. I like the show. I like the anime, but like the live action show, I don't really care for it because I heard they already messed it up.
Yep. I mean, there's so much that's like different. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm good. I'll watch it just to watch it.
I mean, I think I was gonna check it out until they had the whole thing like, they're gonna cut out like the Bossing Say stuff, like the war and Bossing Say. I'm like, that's a major part of the story that actually directly impacts the show on such a high level. Like you can't cut that out, and they're gonna cut it out. I'm like, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
I could see them cutting out certain things, but I mean, I don't like that. I don't like the fact. But going back to like when it comes to the bear, I didn't know until last week what was going on with the bear. Like I just kept seeing like bear memes and the bear stealing your girl, bear this, bear that. I was like, what's going on with this bear? And so like I didn't understand the bear reference. And so like now I get it. Who would you rather choose, the bear or a stranger in the woods? And it's like, why are you in the woods? Like this, like that's my question. It's like I have questions. Why is this random dude in the woods?
Right. Where are your intentions?
Okay, see, I forgot about that dude, Ninja. Sorry. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. So I know Fallout 4 takes place like 15 years, 10 years. I know, like, so I think Fallout Vegas takes place like 6, 7 years after 3, and 4 takes place like 6 years after Vegas. And according to the timeline, which has not been confirmed, actually no, it was confirmed. Never mind. Take that back. Fallout, the show takes place 15 years after Vegas. Fallout 4 is the only one without a like Vegas and Fallout 4 are the two Fallout games right now that are debated to have that don't have a definite canon ending. 3 is pretty straightforward. 1 and 2 are pretty straightforward. Tactics is semi-canon. 76 is canon to a degree. Obviously, you know, the events that happen are canon, but like all the decisions, everything your character is not canon. But Fallout, we'll see what happens with Fallout 5 when it comes out. But the bear in Fallout. I don't know, bro. Like, I can't believe you didn't know. I didn't know about the bear for a while. I found out about it last week. I'm surprised you didn't really know that much about it either.
Nah, I mean honestly, like where was it like honestly at? Like on TikTok, you said?
Yeah.
I don't think it's come across my feed at all. If it did, I probably just like skipped it by accident. I was like scrolling through my TikTok feed. I don't know. Yeah, I'm under a rock.
I like because like the only reason why I found out about it because I like we brought it up last week and they told me a little like, okay, what would you the question is who would you rather run into? A wild bear in the woods or a stranger? I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. At the time it didn't click. And so now that I think about it, like, wait a minute. Yeah, why is there a random stranger in the woods? Like what like it depends like I run into strangers all the time. Do I trust them? Probably not.
No.
Like, you know, hey, can you watch my stuff and not steal it? The bear's not gonna rob me.
I mean if it's food probably.
Right. The bear's not gonna steal my information. The bear's not going to yeah, the bear's not gonna do something messed up.
Take your right color, your credit score.
I have a terrible credit anyway, so it can steal my identity. But like the bear is not going to screw me over and steal my wallet. It's not going to take the cash out of my wallet.
Be like, yo, let's go.
But unfortunately, we do have to cut the show short today. Today was a filler episode.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up today because, like I said, we had an original subject, but we couldn't go through with it for reasons. But we will be back next week. John and Oliver will be on to review the NostalgiaCon. Let me say, oh, yeah. There's another one. There's another meme about the bear where the lady's like, you get that you're literally the problem. The bear shows up and eats the girl, and now he's about to eat the dude.
What the?
The bear memes are getting out of hand. So it's kind of crazy that people are just dudes, mostly dudes. Obviously, it's mostly dudes.
Of course.
You know, like, oh, why are you choosing the bear? Why are you choosing the bear? What's wrong with me? Why do you have to choose the bear over me? I'm like, does it really matter? It's trending. It's insecurity. It's bullshit. It's just the bear. Now we're up to 12. We're up to 12 now, guys. All right, go ahead and plug in your social media. I just wanted to bring up the bear a little bit because yeah, you know, that's definitely a trending topic right now. It's definitely probably not going to go away, at least for another week.
Right.
As long as there's a bunch of dudes getting butthurt on the internet, I don't think it's going to go away.
Not anytime soon.
No, not anytime soon.
All right, well, let me go and plug in my my Instagram. Of course, you guys can find me at green arrow _of_SA. I will cast a spell on you. And then, of course, you know, as you said, TikTok is being banned or going away. More than likely, if TikTok stays around or gets sold to somebody else, you can follow me on TikTok. Same same username, green arrow _of _SA. So yep. You can find me on again Instagram, TikTok. I'll be around. I will be at Nostalgicon this weekend. Gonna be super busy. So if you are in the area, come say hi. If not, I'll see you next time.
All right. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you follow us all. On YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, please do me a favor. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button right now. Go on there, hit the like button. Yeah, hit the thumbs up because it helps with the algorithm. Make sure you ring-a-ling the ding-a-ling button so you can be notified every time we go live. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe because YouTube is telling me that at least 50% of the people that watch this show are not subscribed to the channel. So go ahead, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the bell so you can be notified every time. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. And before anyone says anything, our mascot was the bear before the bear became a trending topic.
Yo.
So like literally this is one of the images we used. Our mascot's the bear. Our mascot's always been the bear. Look, the hoodie that we were making is the bear. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Jesse Goku. I will see y'all next week. I will see y'all Wednesday, hopefully. We're still gonna do the whole week Pete episode, and we're still gonna talk about the Miku concert.
Bet.
But all right, everyone. Have a good night. Peace.
Peace.